तो है ना बुक ऐसे ग्रुप बना के मत बैठो अदरवाइज वन कैन कमेंट्स और आप कुछ मार्क करवाओगे तो मेरे को अपने ग्रुप पे करना पड़ेगा नहीं तो चलिए मैं कुछ नहीं आता एक्सक्यूज मी this language see I am not here for solving your these issues take your notebook out and if you want point now I will dictate return it back उसके आपके टेबल पे ऑलरेडी लिखा है ना return that book back अच्छा चलो यूज इट प्रॉपर्ली यहाँ पे बेटा आपके पास बुक है वॉल्यूम है so last time we have completed नहीं अभी पिछले कुछ नहीं बोलना last time we have completed water as a universal solvent importance of dissolved salt then air dissolved in water then I think we have in short we have discussed this photosynthesis also ज्यादा कुछ नहीं किया था खाली डिस्कस किया था नहीं किया था so photosynthesis it is very simple process where plants prepare their own food with the help what is photosynthesis with the help of how plants prepare food with the help of CO2 is gas okay water dissolved gas dissolved in water and along with sunlight they prepare food so this is one of the example which is given in the book the next part oh sorry chlorophyll pigment के help से they prepare glucose actually body का glucose अभी कम हो गया तो सब consume हो रहा है glucose okay next part it is solution part it is not very difficult many time हमने वो sugar की चाशनी वाली सब बना ली है okay now solution means heading डाल के रखो अपने book में solution it is what solution
मैम वाटर है तो यूनिवर्सल सॉल्वेंट का कुछ लॉजिक नहीं है
हाँ तो आप लोगों को भी तो बहुत बोर होता है ना नोट्स लिखने के लिए तो मैं आपको पॉइंट्स दे रही हूँ जस्ट टू कंप्लीट एट होम चलेगा ना और यू वांट ऑल नोट्स
दो मैम पॉइंट्स
मैं पॉइंट्स देती हूँ यू कैन कंप्लीट बिकॉज ये टॉपिक पता नहीं हम कब से कर रहे हैं आई थिंक वी आर डूइंग फ्रॉम जुलाई हाँ इन बिटवीन देयर वाज बिग गैप ना 15 days वाला गैप था वहाँ पे so please complete करने दो solution लेकिन डालो वहाँ पे solution so how you define solution
mixture of solvent and solute is known as solution
okay so write down there mixture of solute and solvent mixture of solute and solvent easy है ये ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट नहीं है प्लस सॉल्व
मैम ये प्रैक्टिकल केमिस्ट्री नहीं करेंगे
फिर मुझे पता नहीं वो टॉपिक अगर अलाउड किया रहेगा तो कर लेंगे let us see it is already completed बेटा let me do my work किया है ना सर ने
नहीं शुरू में कुछ समझाया नहीं
कौन सा प्रैक्टिकल केमिस्ट्री उनका मुझे ज़ेरोक्स भी दिया है सर ने प्रैक्टिकल इस कंप्लीटली प्रैक्टिकल बेस कौन सा सॉल्ट रहेगा कौन सा रेडिकल रहेगा फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर रेडिकल व्हिच क्वेश्चन आता है उससे सबसे नहीं इट इज नॉट सो डिफिकल्ट अगर देखते टाइम मिला तो वी विल कंप्लीट टेस्ट solute so solution is what it is mixture of solute and solvent if you go with a normal example salt and water now in this salt and water salt is our solute whereas water it is a solvent okay this is a common example you can go with the sugar and water also but if you go by quantity कौन सा ज्यादा या कौन सा कम रहेगा इसके अंदर solute solvent
वाटर ज्यादा होगा सॉल्ट कम
तो this is in large amount whereas this is it is in less amount remember this because in class 10 in class 11 you may have problem of this where you have to identify solute as well as solvent masses will be given कि भाई इतना इसका है इतना उसका है ये नहीं बताएंगे कि this is dissolved this is solute this is solvent by the masses you will be identifying which is solute and which is solvent and from that you will solve the problem so first part is solution and then solute and solvent. So now the thing is solute and solvent. How you will define it? अच्छे से बोलना है, एकदम उसका कचरा करके मत बोलो. What is difference between solute and solvent?
Difference.
Amount wise नहीं चाहिए हाँ मुझे. Dissolve कैसे?
Solute is the substance which is being dissolved in solvent, whereas the solvent is the substance in which the solute is being dissolved.
It is being dissolved, correct now? So we have example water, salt and water, where salt is solute. So it is a substance which is to be dissolved in solvent, right? बराबर है ना? Solute, it is a substance which is dissolved in solvent, and solvent is what? In which solute is dissolved. बराबर है? Clear, it is okay? So water.
Can we say that solvent makes most, we see most changes in solvent?
Solvent makes.
We see most changes in solvent.
But अगर हम definition dissolve वाले part में देंगे ना, because chemically what is happening there? Actually bond breaking, bond formation take place. So better you give in this format. Solute, which is to be dissolved in solvent, and solvent in which solute is dissolved. अभी जो आपने बोला keep it optional, check करो whether your teacher is giving marks or not. But when it's come to me, I will send you. The first definition, solute is what? It is a substance which is to be dissolved in solvent, and solvent in which solute is dissolved. Okay, so write down definition for solute and solvent. Okay, then the next part. What solute and solvent definition, write it properly. You can give, if you want this example, you can go with this example, or you can go with any other example, but make sure which is solute and solvent. Na confusing wala example mat banana. Every time while writing example should be of your textbook, and it should be simple example. Google Baba करके कोई example try मत करना. This is my request to every one of you.
Salt and water best.
हाँ, salt and water. अगर आपको और उसको specify करना है, then you can write NaCl in water. बराबर है ना? Because salt can be of different types. So specifically from which salt you are going with NaCl. Chewing gum है मुंह में? अच्छा, very good. Get up. बोल भी रहा है हाँ. Okay, next. So till here it is clear na? Solute, solvent and solution. Now the next type, it is type of solutions. Types of solution. Now normally, I don't know how you are considering types of solution. We dissolve with solute in with solvent. Depending on that, it is a type of the solution. For example, the example which we have taken now, it is solid NaCl in water. Solid NaCl in water. After dissolving, you will get a homogeneous mixture. आपको दिखने वाला है NaCl कहाँ पर है उसमें? Can you see NaCl? It will be in the dissolved state. बराबर है ना? Yes. It will be in the dissolved state. Similarly, if you are dissolving sugar in water, again it will be in the dissolved state. Homogeneous mixture मिलेगा ना? Mixture is of two types, homogeneous and heterogeneous. But if you dissolve typical type of the component, you will get homogeneous mixture. And I think all homogeneous are given in your syllabus. Next line right now, solution may be formed by mixing. ये example लिखना है हाँ. Solution may be by लिखो. Solution may be formed by mixing. First example is water and alcohol. मुझे type बता दो कौन सा है. Water and alcohol. Don't see in your book without looking. Tell me the type. It is solid, liquid, gas, liquid. क्या है ये type?
क्या बोला आपने repeat करना?
Example is water and alcohol.
Liquid.
It is liquid. ये क्वेश्चन आपको मैंने हाँ
Maybe for
example is water and alcohol and a liquid with another liquid. It is liquid type. Just write down liquid type. Sentence में पूरा करो. Example water and alcohol type is liquid. ये मैंने आपको क्वेश्चन किसके लिए पूछा है क्योंकि you may have question classify the following pictures. Classify the following solution. Then you have to identify whether it is solid, liquid or gas type. Understood now? Now second example, sugar solution. Sugar solution. Solid, liquid. Right down. Solid, liquid. ताकि तेरा पेन बार-बार बंद हो रहा है. हाँ, write down example.
क्या? Solid. किसका?
Sugar solution is an example and type is sugar solution solid. Okay. What is it?
Solid.
Next one. Soda water.
Liquid gas. Liquid gas.
Yes. Carbonate gas form में carbon dioxide is liquid gas. Then next one. Alloys. Solid liquid.
Solid.
Liquid solid.
मैंने कुछ नहीं बोला मैं खाली only collecting answers.
Solid.
Solid liquid. Liquid solid. Your alloys.
Alloys.
Solid.
Liquid with solid. Solid.
Solid.
जो भी कुछ है ना whatever answer you are giving ना justify your answer ना alloy हाँ
It is solid as when we mix copper when we mix bronze, copper and tin we get bronze.
okay आपका आंसर सेम और डिफरेंट भूल गए आंसर जस्टिफाई करना है justify your answer. She is justifying. No. हाँ this time Allah वो भूल गया मैंने आंसर क्या दिया
Alloy is a metal.
okay alloy it is metal or it is a molten metal
Yes.
okay so इसका exam this is of which type
Liquid solid.
Solid के बिना कैसे रखेगा तू उसको यूज ही नहीं कर पाएगा.
और अगर वो molten liquid है तो फिर वो liquid solid होगा.
आप बताओ तो मेटल है ना आप जो सॉफ्टवेयर
डालेगी.
This metal.
Okay, चलो. wait हाँ please ये discussion को please end your discussion here wait here alloy it is a mixture of molten metal.
Yes.
We are saying mixture of molten metal. So what we are doing? Molten metal में we are adding another solid. और आप उसको metal में डालोगे तो steel if it is metal can you be see steel in our periodic table? समझ में आया? वो electron give and loss वाला metal नहीं है जो periodic के इसमें बनाया है. It is man made. Right now? और क्या है? Steel. Example, then any other iron or copper. Sorry. Bronze, steel, stainless steel, and bronze. This find out that percentage. क्या उसमें आयन का परसेंटेज कम रहता है और फर्स्ट वाले में थोड़ा स्टील में थोड़ा सा ज्यादा रहता है. स्टील का जो मटेरियल रहता है ना सम टाइम इफ इट इज ऑफ नॉट गुड क्वालिटी इट मे गेट रस्ट बट स्टीललेस वाले में वैसा नहीं होता. चलो हो गया. हाँ rust because it contain iron na so there are high chances of getting rusty. Then write down next solutions are termed according to their solvent. Now, these terms are very important. You are going to use for the reactions also. Solutions are termed according to the solvent. Solutions are termed according to their solvents. Now, first term, it is according to the solvents. Okay, clear? Three terms are there. First term, it is aqueous. Okay, अपने पहले सुन लो. First term, it is aqueous.
According to the solvent.
According to the solvent in which it is dissolved. So first one, it is aqueous. Second one, non-aqueous. And third term, for third one, tincture term is used. Tincture, T-I-N,
Tincture.
tincture, T-U-R-E. Now, tincture. आराम से बात. I know you are having many times you are having headache. मैं भी आराम से जा रही हूँ, मैं कोई घाई नहीं कर रही हूँ. Three important terms are.
Third one explain.
हाँ सब सभी बता रही हूँ. इसमें मैंने लिखा ना रुका दिया ना. Aqueous means that solution it is prepared in water. Okay, so when you are using that particular aqueous term, then in reaction you have to write aqueous. For example, if you are dissolving NaCl in water, तो आप यहाँ पे क्या लिखोगे? aqueous. In that reaction. Non-aqueous means it may be the solid state. Na2. कुछ भी. Na2. So it may be gas phase, but it is not aqueous. It is not in water. And third one is a tincture type of solution. These solutions they are normally made in alcohol. Okay, normally they are made in alcohol. अब स्कूल में जब बच्चे खेलते खेलते गिर जाते तो उनको वो जो आयोडीन वाला सॉल्यूशन लगाते हैं, टिंचर आयोडीन सॉल्यूशन, तो उससे बहुत जलता है. कभी लगाया है तो पता टिंचर आयोडीन वो पहले तो वो येलो दिखता है, फिर लगाने के बाद में वो रेड स्टेन सी होती है उसके ऊपर. That is टिंचर आयोडीन. So depending on which solvent the given solute is dissolved, it is of three types. First one, aqueous. Second one, non-aqueous. Third one, tincture. Aqueous means what? That solution it is prepared in water. Non-aqueous, water is not used, and tincture means in alcohol. That solution is prepared in alcohol, and normally tincture iodine is an example of that type. Right now, if the solvent is water, you have made that chart. Yes or no? मुझे ऐसा नहीं समझता. लिखा है तो say yes. बेटा आपने बनाया चार्ट झूठ मूठ का? Not yes. जो आपको पीटीएम में बोला था अभी भी चिकम में है. Okay, noted. Further it will be noted in my diary. Be careful. इसको फेंक क्या पहले बेटा? क्यों तुम्हारा पेपर नहीं है? Write down. If solvent is water, the solution is called aqueous. Similarly, you can write for non-aqueous solution.
Please repeat.
If solvent is water, the solution is called aqueous. Okay. Now write down for non-aqueous. Okay. Then yes, example, sulfur dissolved. We are writing for non-aqueous. Sulfur dissolved in carbon disulfide.
Carbon disulfide.
Sulfur dissolved
CaH2.
CS2, carbon disulfide. Sulfur dissolved in, it is a sulfur compound. Carbon disulfide forms non-aqueous solution. Forms non-aqueous solution. Sulfur dissolved in carbon disulfide. Carbon dioxide नहीं, it is carbon disulfide forms non-aqueous solution. These two types are clear. Aqueous, aqueous it is very easy to understand. In water, non-aqueous, without water.
It's called non-aqueous.
Non-aqueous, because water is not used. बराबर है ना? We are dissolving sulfur in sulfur dioxide. See the example again. Sulfur, it is dissolved in carbon disulfide. Water is used here.
No.
Water used किया है. So it is non-aqueous. When we are using water, it is aqueous. The third one, when solvent is alcohol. When solvent is alcohol, बेटा लिखो, देख मत, तू लिख उसको, देखने की छत पे जाके बुक देख लेना, तू लिख. When solvent is alcohol, underline it, alcohol, the solution is called tincture. TINCTURE. हो गया? tincture. TINCTURE. Underline करो. Alcohol, tincture. Water, aqueous. Without water, non-aqueous. Okay. Example is here. Same example is given. Tincture of iodine is a solution of iodine in alcohol. Okay. याद रहेगा ना example? You can find out few more examples from your textbook if they are given. Next one. Characteristic of true solution or simply a solution. Now, we have defined solution, we have defined solute, we have defined solvent. Okay, types of solution भी हमने देख लिया. Aqueous, non-aqueous, tincture. Now the next part is
10 minutes
10 minutes का.
जल्दी जा सकते हो.
क्यों?
बाहर
आपको परमिशन दिया है?
उनको बता दिया.
आपके घर से किसने कॉल किया था?
कॉल करके पूछो.
अभी?
हाँ.
This is right time.
No, afterwards.
Now next point, it is true solution. Okay, so according to you, what will be the unique solution? We can call it as a true solution. Homogeneous. Okay. क्या होता है ये homogeneous solution?
Uniform mixtures.
Uniform mixture. Example. Salt and water. Okay, which salt?
Common salt.
Much. Only one type of salt we have. Two types of salt. नहीं, देखो. Listen here. When you will go in higher classes, salt, it is a compound. It is not always our NaCl. You can have ammonium carbonate. You can have ammonium nitrate. Many salts are. Okay? तो मैंने इससे पहले बोला आप स्पेसिफाई करो कि अबाउट विच सॉल्ट यू आर टॉकिंग. समझ में आया? Few salt. For example, if you go with a calcium carbonate, it is soluble in water. Calcium carbonate is soluble in water. Calcium carbonate is soluble in water. Chuna. No, na. If you dissolve that calcium carbonate in water, will you get clear? This बेटा, my syllabus is pending. हाँ, मैं बताती हूँ उसको. If you try to dissolve calcium carbonate in water, it will dissolve. it will dissolve. You will get transparent solution. You will get dissolve होगा या नहीं होगा बताओ.
होगा.
दो ऑप्शंस आ रहे हैं ना, कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट के, calcium carbonate के we are getting two different answer. One is yes, another is no. Okay, whether you will get clear solution from calcium carbonate when you dissolve in water?
No.
No. Okay, so from this point we have to identify which solution is said to be a true solution. True किसको बोलना है? So it is a solution which get completely dissolved. First thing, you will get homogeneous mixture. So example, it is salt in water. One example, sugar in water. Another example, what about oil in water, mud in water? They are they falls to नहीं पूछ रही हूँ. Homogeneous or heterogeneous? Heterogeneous. Okay, two different layers will be formed. They are heterogeneous solution. Then next point, dissolve वाला point हो गया. If they are dissolving on filtration, will you get any impurities? Dissolve हो गया पूरा ना, NaCl it get completely dissolved. Can we separate that impurity from that? अगर वो solid insoluble impurities है, then you can separate. Otherwise, not. I don't know what is actually your mindset. Okay, but मैं सच में बोल रही हूँ, ऐसे जब हम आपस में बात करते हैं ना, तो सामने वाले को चीज खराब है. For example, मैं religion से just I say for together and start talking about this words. There will be complex in your mind. ये हमारा human tendency. अभी तुमको ऐसे personally नहीं बता रही, इसे करो human tendency. So when your teacher is teaching, you need to start something that create complex. Yeah, whatever it is the matter, I'm not interested in that. मुझे मालूम है it is not about me, it is out of the content also. But why you are going to just focus on this one? ये तुमको मैं बहुत पहले से बता रही हूँ, but so that not ready to listen anything. And at the end it will harm you and it will distract others also. So from that point of view, एक घंटा तो है, ज़्यादा पूरे कुछ करना है. सबके लिए खाइए, तो उसके लिए अकेले के लिए नहीं, for you three and as well as for this person. जब मैं स्टार्टिंग से प्रोग्राम को कंप्लीट कर सिलेबस पेंडिंग की चीजें वो भी करनी है, तो फोकस यहाँ कितना टाइम बचता है बाकी. और दूसरी एक चीज मैं आपको ऐसा मेरा कुछ ऐसा स्पेशलिटी मैं आपको कुछ नहीं बता रही हूँ. सिंस फ्रॉम सैटरडे आई एम फेसिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर इशू. ये मेरा इसका स्प्रिंग टूर गया है. आई हैव विजिटेड 5 to 6 शॉप्स. तो उसमें से मैक्सिमम लोगों ने बोला स्प्रिंग चेंज करना है. सो इट हैपेंड ऑन Saturday morning. They told me I will get my specs today on Monday at 9. तो मैंने रिजेक्ट कर दिया क्योंकि yesterday it was PTM, पूरा दिन मुझे स्कूल था and I have PT duty also, so I have rejected. Today also I have visited 2 shops. They said clearly your bifocal you will get after a week. So really it becomes very difficult to put and to see. मेरी तो चाहिए तो मैं छुट्टी ले सकती हूँ, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होता है, आज को पैसे ही नहीं मिलता. बट लॉस आप करो, आई एम अवेयर ऑफ दैट. इसलिए मैंने हंसा कोई तो भी चलेगा, मैं सामने से बता दूंगी भाई कि दिस थिंग हैपेंड. नाउ आई एम वेटिंग फुल्ली फॉर द वेकेशन. कि बाबा एक बार वेकेशन स्टार्ट होता है, आई विल गेट माय थिंग डन, बिकॉज़ उस टाइम में मुझे कोई काम नहीं है. और ऐसे में टाइम वेस्ट करोगे तो उसका कोई फायदा नहीं है, बिकॉज़ दिस थिंग इट इज अफेक्टिंग मी. अभी आपको तो इसको तो पता रहेगा कि चश्मा नहीं लगाएंगे तो कैसे होता है, पूरा दुनिया हिल जाता है. राइट है ना? आपका कुछ प्रॉब्लम होती है कि नहीं होती अगर नहीं लगाएंगे तो? देन फॉर व्हाट पर्पस यू आर पुटिंग इट?
नंबर
है ना, तो नंबर है इसे पहन रहे, अगर नहीं पहने तो प्रॉब्लम होता है ना.
सर दुखता
नहीं तो
पहन के दुखता है,
तो पहनने छोड़ दे. मैं तो
पहनना छोड़ दिया तो फिर अंधा हो जाऊंगा. राइट,
देख फिर मतलब प्रॉब्लम होता है ना, पहनना छोड़ देगा फिर तो अंधा हो जाएगा.
लॉन्ग टर्म प्रोग्रेस है.
प्रॉब्लम होती है if you have number ना then you have to compulsorily use it otherwise it is affecting I mean if I go at night I will suffer from that tomorrow morning again I have to start with my समझ में आया तो ऐसे ये मत करो डोंट टेक एवरीथिंग सो लाइटली बस आया हो गया चलो हो गया इट इज फॉर आवर टाइम so first thing homogeneous solution it is a true solution it is a homogeneous homogeneous means you will not get two phases two layer it will be uniform example is NaCl in water or sugar in water but if you go with a mud in water it is heterogeneous even oil in water it is heterogeneous right now दो अलग अलग layer मिलते हैं आपको then second one the solute particles are very small about 10 raised to minus 10 m in size now imagine the size it is 10 raised to minus 10 is divided by 10 कितने सारे zeros उसके आगे लगेंगे बराबर है
10 zeros.
10 zeros लगेंगे तो 10 zero it will be very small number जो number आएगा decimal point में it will be very small number it is clear and transparent right है ना sugar solution salt solution it is clear and transparent then it does not scatter light scattering of light this phenomenon is there in physics when light travel from one medium to another medium scattering take place है ना physics में आपको so in case of homogeneous solution whether it happens scattering of light then its components cannot be separated by filtration right or wrong component cannot be separated by filtration again our same example NaCl in water if you take a filter that solution can we separate those components can we separate Na अलग सीधे अलग filter paper के ऊपर Na deposit होने वाला है no but in case ना if you are preparing tea you are putting tinctures you are putting sugar and if you filter it then the tea dust it will be deposited on your filter
Because it doesn't mix totally inside that.
उसका extra शब्द है and that will impurities in dissolved form so it will remain on that paper or whatever the apparatus you are using then last point solute particle in the solution do not settle down this point is correct sugar solution again with same level code sugar solution or salt solution if you are dissolving it properly we already said it is homogeneous so once you dissolve and keep that solution for the longer time whether that particle is settling down solute particle नीचे बैठ जाएंगे नहीं बैठते इसलिए तो हम लोग शरबत बना के रख सकते हैं ना कभी भी पी सकते हैं ऐसे कभी हो गया but if that solution is concentrated highly saturated बराबर है ज्यादा शुगर डाला है which is undissolved not completely dissolved तो वो बाद में नीचे सेटिंग हो जाएगा आपको तो पता रहेगा ना हनी का बॉटल भी आर नॉट कीपिंग इट फ्रीज लिखा होता है do not refrigerate so few because that sugar crystal they get deposited saturate the water उसका पूरा मतलब करना ठंडा फ्रीजिंग की वजह से हाँ but not the pure honey हाँ उसमें भी कंडीशन है आर्टिफिशियल जो हनी बनता है ना जो शुगर से बनाते हैं उसमें वो प्रोसेस होता है बट इफ यू हैव प्योर सेंट बनना इट इज नॉट अंडर क्रिस्टलाइजेशन तो उसको फ्रीज कर सकते हैं किसको रियल वाले ओरिजिनल मिलता है मिलते हैं क्या नॉर्मली वी आर नॉट गेटिंग अगर तो कौन इतना कर नहीं सी मेरे घर में एक वैसा वाला सैंपल आया था नॉट हियर एट माय नेटिव प्लेस वो जो सैंपल था ना वो जो सेल करने आया था उसने उसका टेस्ट वगैरह सब किया था एक्चुअली आई वाज नॉट देयर बट मुझे मेरे हस्बैंड ने वो एक बॉटल दे दिया वो छोटे बॉटल में दिया था प्लास्टिक वाले बॉटल में सो आई केप्ट दैट बॉटल इन किचन विंडो आफ्टर फ्यू डेज मैंने लेना क्योंकि आई डोंट ट्रस्ट ऐसे अननोन वाले से लेना नॉर्मली आई डोंट ट्रस्ट है तो मैंने बॉटल वहां रखा था बट आफ्टर फ्यू डेज दैट पर्टिकुलर बॉटल स्लोली इट बिकम ऑयली अंदर से पूरा ऐसे ऑयल ऐसे सेपरेट हो रहा था फिर पता नहीं और क्या क्या उसमें हो गया वो मैंने उधर विंडो में ही रख के रोज में उसको ऑब्जर्वेशन कर रही थी बट आई हैव नेवर टेस्टेड फाइनली एट द एंड पता नहीं उसमें कुछ तो ऐसे क्रिस्टल टाइप हो गया था आई डिस्कवर्ड इट और डाबर का 1 or 2 I have that bottle फ्रीज नहीं किया था, it was as it is, but एक बार मैंने किया था तब उसका crystallization हुआ था, that's why I'm not taking. पता नहीं अभी क्या चीज है।
वहाँ पर रियल अनरिकवर्ड फीस करता था।
Actually, this all term real मतलब आप अगर शॉप से ला रहे हो तो you cannot
डायरेक्ट
डायरेक्ट जो सेलर है उसने आपको देना तो चाहिए ना रियल। नॉर्मली दिस नॉट है।
देने के बाद क्या होता क्या है जब फर्स्ट ये असली मान लो
हाँ होता क्या मतलब आपको पता नहीं व्हाट इज हनी?
अरे मतलब हनी क्या नहीं मतलब हनी
अगर
अगर
हनी
एकदम
करने के बाद होता क्या है?
क्रिस्टल फॉर्म करेगा क्या सच में प्योर हनी वो फ्रीज किया
नहीं बोला करना क्यों करना है? उसको she wants to taste it whether it is real or not real. Okay, anyways, चलो let's come to the topic. Write down characteristics of this one true solution. Without any support, you can write, I think. Take example of sugar in water or salt in water. Try to recall all the points. First is about type of mixture. So mention whether it is homogeneous or heterogeneous. Please write it down now. Please write it down. Then what about particle size? They are visible. Solid particles are visible. No. Why? Because they are very small in size. We cannot see NaCl dissolve करने के बाद में it is not at all visible. And what is size given in our book? 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Then next one. Next. They are clear and transparent. Okay, ये सारे points. You are not ready. लिखने वाला लेजीनेस छोड़ दो कि हमको नहीं लिखना है, you have to write it. Write it, then only you will get marks. That's true.
Clear, transparent, odorless, so.
Odorless किस लिए चाहिए को नहीं odorless मत करना.
Clear,
If you are
transparent.
preparing alcohol and water, it is odorless. मैं पूछ alcohol का odorless, don't write about odor.
Clear,
Clear,
transparent.
transparent and does not scatter light. Then its component cannot be separated by filtration. Filtration. And last point, component cannot be separated by filtration. And last one, बेटा मैंने ना नोटबुक में लिखने के लिए बोला है, हाँ जो टिक मारने लाइन ड्रॉ करने नहीं बोला है. मैंने कहा ड्रॉ किया नहीं मैं आई एम सेइंग क्या नहीं किया मुझे नहीं पता. आई हैव आस्क्ड एवरीवन टू राइट इट डाउन. इफ यू डोंट हैव नोटबुक टेक एनी अदर नोटबुक और राइट ऑन पेज. Next one, solute particles in solution do not settle down. This all points are correct now for in solution. At least you can write in your paper without any reference, without any help. Example for true solution, salt and water. Okay, sugar in water.
Clear. And
In water. You need to dissolve it in water. तभी तो हमारा solution बनेगा. Otherwise it will be thick.
milk and water.
Milk है. But it is transparent. यहाँ पे क्या दिया है? Clear and transparent. Milk in water it is clear and transparent. तो फिर
Okay.
next one, dilute. Next is dilute solution.
मैम ये फोर्थ पॉइंट मतलब समझ नहीं आया
लाइट का स्कैटरिंग नहीं होने वाला.
मतलब कैसे
एक मीडियम से दूसरे मीडियम पे जाता है तो लाइट का स्कैटरिंग हो जाता है. That will not happen. Next one, dilute solution and concentrated solution. Dilute solution and concentrated solution. See, while explaining, while discussing, I used to give many examples. This is only to make that concept easy, simple, so that you can remember it and write it in your paper. Okay, so जो भी है, they all are real life experiences which I used to discuss. Otherwise, there is nothing. क्योंकि आपको भी याद रहना चाहिए, you need connectivity. Now dilute solution and concentrated solution. So according to solution is dilute, which is concentrated, or I can start with any example so that we can explain it further.
Hydrochloric acid with water.
Okay, which हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड पूरा स्पेसिफाई करो जैसे NaCl हम सॉल्व हो रहे हैं डायल्यूट हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड इन वाटर और
Concentrated hydrochloric acid in water.
in water. Okay, that will be your
Dilute
dilute
hydrochloric acid.
solution. What about concentrated?
Acid which does not have any kind of water in it.
Okay, water. In terms of solute and solvent, how you can explain?
Solvent can be hydrochloric acid.
नहीं. From this two, which is solute and which one is solvent?
Water is the solvent and hydrochloric acid is the solute.
So amount of that solute is less
Less.
or more?
Less.
Less. So if the amount of solute is less, that solution is said to be dilute
Dilute
solution, right now? And if the amount of solute is more, that solution is a concentrated solution. Now normally medicines जब भी देते हैं doctor लिक्विड medicines they ask you to put, I mean now it is happening or not I don't know, but like this first one ना doctor बोलते थे ये इतना सा आधा ढक्कन इतना पानी में डाल के ये देनी है medicine. Okay, or that formula is ready. In water we have to make it 100 ml or 50 ml and within 2 or 3 doses we
Yes.
finish an antibiotic water. Right now, so we are making that solution. अगर थोड़ा सा डालना है 1 चम्मच लेके 1 कप पानी में डालना है या 1 कप पानी पूरा उसमें डालना है
Water.
depends, it depends. So when the amount of solute is less, it is dilute solution, and when it is more, it is concentrated solution. Okay, right now difference dilute solution and the first one dilute solution. A solution in which solute is less than solvent. Solute is less than solvent is termed as dilute solution. And for concentrated, you can complete this part now, और ये मैंने आपको बहुत पहले ही बता दिया है. Solute और solvent में according to the amount. ये बराबर.
Concentrated one.
Concentrated one. When quantity of solute is much larger than quantity of solvent, that solution is called concentrated. Now coming to the next part, it is saturated solution. अभी हम लोग इसको बात कर रहे थे शुगर हनी का, saturated solution. मैंने बोला था कि that artificial honey is prepared by using sugar. Okay, so amount of sugar it is comparatively more. Now see when we are preparing the solution, for example, we are preparing salt solution, NaCl salt solution. So you have one beaker लेते हैं, half beaker water लेते, no, 50 ml वाला, 100 ml का beaker we have, in that it contains 50 ml water. Initially we will dissolve 5 gram, it will get dissolved. Then again we will dissolve 5 gram. अब ऐसा stage आ गया कि that salt it is not dissolving in water, but I asked to dissolve it. What you will do? Heat करो. डालोगे, हाँ वो तो बात नहीं कर सकते. अगर डालोगे, if it is not dissolving, then you will start heating. So with heating, solubility it increases. Okay. चलो वो dissolve कर लिया. Then on heating also it may happen that if you keep on heating and you keep on adding more and more solution, more and gas this side, more and more solution. So the action of heat will work on that solution. Heating भी कर रहे हैं, उसमें और solute भी डाल रहे हैं हम लोग, तो heat तो हो ही रहा है वहाँ पे. Solute भी डाल रहे हैं, so this solute will dissolve in that solution.
It is not total saturated.
It is not total saturated.
It is not totally saturated.
Okay, यहाँ पे same answer. It will dissolve. Yes, same answer. Okay, चलो. तुम लोग अभी discuss मत करो, मैं बताती हूँ. So in that solution we are adding salt. Initially it will get dissolved, but after a particular point it will not dissolve. You start heating, it will dissolve to some extent. If you add extra salt, it will not dissolve. Okay. So if you start cooling, you will get crystals on cooling. ओके फिर भी तुम्हारा मन नहीं भरा तुमको और डालना है तो फिर से हीट करो फिर से डालो तो ऐसा वाला मूवमेंट आ जाएगा where no more solute will dissolve in the solvent. इसका मतलब क्या हम डाल तो रहे हैं but it will remain as it is. वो dissolve नहीं हो रहा है. That particular space it will be super saturated. लेकिन जब वो dissolve नहीं हो रहा ना पहले वाले में जब हमने उसको लिखा था that stage is a saturated where the amount of solute is more. After that we started eating. हीट किया ठंडा किया क्रिस्टल हो गया और डालने लगे अब ये डिसॉल्व ही नहीं हो रहा जैसा आपने डाला था वैसे के वैसे ही उसमें वो रह गया है आपको बीकर में क्रिस्टल्स that solid NaCl is visible. Okay, so no more solute is getting dissolved in the solvent. That particular state is known as supersaturated state. So solution where the amount is proper, small, big, saturated where solute is more and supersaturated means where it will not at all तुम उसको कितना भी heat कर लो it will not dissolve. That solute be visible in that solution that stage it is known as supersaturated. Now the points are like this preparation of saturated solution. पहले saturated solution बेटा ये ना आपको पहले काम करना चाहिए जब आए ना शाम में ये पूरी फिर से उसे भी पैसों की काम की सभी
Sorry.
ये ना फिर पास पता है क्या करते हैं बाद से क्या करेंगे
आपने WhatsApp से चलो आपकी WhatsApp
चलो next effect of cooling a saturated solution. First we will see about saturated solution and then we will go for the saturated right first. When solvent cannot dissolve for saturated solution, when solvent cannot dissolve any more of solute, when solvent cannot dissolve any more of the solute at a given temperature, then that solution is called saturated solution. Definition अच्छे से देखो. First, in my definition, I had given first term as a solute, but in your volume, the first term it is solvent, meaning the same. When solvent cannot dissolve any more of the solute. बराबर है मैंने बोला था when solute it is not dissolved in the solvent. बराबर है both are correct and sequence change here making results same. At a given temperature then that solution is called saturated solution.
और मैं at a given temperature कितना जरूरी क्यों है
क्योंकि अगर आप टेम्परेचर बढ़ा रहे हो then your solute will dissolve in the solvent. बराबर है ना ऐसी उसने बताया था टेम्परेचर बढ़ाओगे तो टेम्परेचर इट इज वर्किंग so at high temperature solute are dissolving but if it is at temperature that will be cooling जितना liquid is insoluble is soluble they will be converted into cement. Okay done. Then preparation of saturated solution. अभी हमें preparation of saturated solution it is very simple. I don't know whether teacher you are asking on this question. कैसे करना है? The main term is any temperature. But if you increase the at a given temperature, but if you increase the temperature, then what is going to happen?
Solubility will increase.
Solubility
Solvent
will
will reduce.
solubility will increase. बराबर है ना? So for preparation of saturated solution हमको करना क्या पड़ेगा? We have to increase the temperature in order to dissolve the given solute. ये लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है ना? कर लोगे ना ये? Next item, effect of cooling or saturated solution. So what is going to happen when you cool the saturated solution. गरम किया था, गरम करके you are preparing the saturated solution. Okay, अभी cooling करना है. So what is going to happen?
It will cool down.
Cool down.
Temperature will decrease.
हाँ, temperature will
Heat will
decrease as
decrease.
solid
Heat will decrease.
solubility will decrease, and as a result of this,
The solid would settle down.
solid will settle down. This in short,
Sedimentation.
हाँ, sedimentation this term is applicable to देखते हैं if it is used, crystallization will take place. Okay, so write down solubility of the solute. Solubility of the solute decreases. Solubility of the solute decreases with decrease in the temperature. Solubility of the solute decrease with decrease in the temperature. This is for decrease in the temperature. Okay, or increase with increase in the temperature. So if you are decreasing the temperature, solubility it will decrease. If you are increasing the temperature, solubility will increase. They are directly related. Temperature and solubility. Like it will be clear of temperature, solubility are directly related. Then next one. So when a saturated solution is cooled, the solubility of the solute will dictate the level. Like what happened? आप थक गए हो, इतना नहीं है? You are tired? Okay, don't worry. It is an answer. So go next time you complete this one down. When saturated solution is cooled, the solubility of solute cooled, huh? Solubility, complete this sentence. Solubility of the solute क्या रहेगा? Decrease, hence it separates out from the solvent in the form of crystals. बराबर है? हाँ.
इधर लिखा है a saturated solution can be made dilute by adding more solvent to it. तो फिर वो solute तो फिर उसमें हो जाएगा ना dissolve. अगर और से
और solvent डालेंगे तो जो dissolved solid है,
फिर वो saturated solution
नहीं,
कैसे ले?
it will be not the solution. Right? Saturated solution after cooling you will be getting crystals. But if you add a solvent, that crystal will dissolve in the added salt. So that solution of pH one occurs set to be saturated solution. I complete these 2 points. Last 2 points are remaining. The remaining solution is still saturated solution. Remaining solution is still saturated solution at a lower temperature. At a lower temperature. So the last one, saturated solution can be made dilute by adding made dilute by adding more solvent in it.
Third point समझ गया.
Remaining solution is still saturated but lower at lower temperatures. हमने ठंडा कर दिया था, उसमें से क्रिस्टल फॉर्म हो गए. But सारा का सारा क्रिस्टल पे नहीं जा रहा. Still some liquid will be there. That is also saturated solution. But the last point, saturated solution can be made dilute by adding more solvent in it. Okay, so today, how many points we have completed?
Solutions.
Solution. Definition is very simple. Oh. Solute and solvent. Solute is what? solute means solid. अभी तक bell ring नहीं हो गया, जब तक bell ring नहीं होगा, I will not take this class. You can close your textbooks. Note 4, keep your pen and please cooperate in this discussion. Solute, solvent, solution, saturated solution, homogeneous solution, covalent. Okay. Solute means what? Solute, Raphel. Solute means
The substance which is added over solvent. Solvent.
the substance which is dissolved in solvent. Dissolved term used, it is important. Solvent. Solvent means solute. Okay. In which solute is. So after that type of solution, different mixtures. Mixtures here. Example, alcohol, water. Alcohol, water. Type of solution. No, alcohol, water, it is liquid. Oh. वो वाला तो फिर से ऐसे मेरे तक नहीं पहुंचा ना नेक्स्ट और क्या था उसके अंदर alloy solid liquid alloy with solid liquid and two more types है ना liquid solid हाँ solid gas liquid gas soda gas liquid gas and water and salt. Water and salt is solid. Also solid and water. Then again next type is aqueous, non-aqueous and teachers. What is the difference between these two? Aqueous
means
adding water. Aqueous मतलब
adding water
is in water.
is adding
तो मैं फिर वो बोलेगा मैंने ये बोला था एक किससे बता दो aqueous means
addition of water and mixture means alcohol in solution.
okay. So aqueous in water, non-aqueous without water and tincture in alcohol. So example of tincture in alcohol, tincture solution is iodine in alcohol. Then characteristics of two solutions. Sanitizer, who character qualified are them, you check with all the characters. Alcohol in मैं पूछ alcohol in water it is, so it is liquid. And whether it is true solution is वो सारा criteria is following or not and check. Happy vacation. Directly on next chemistry class on next Monday. Bye. I'll